Hello. I'm back. This is another video. This is a weird video. This is embarrassing. Not really embarrassing. It was just really awkward. But I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna start telling it right now because I honestly just want to get this over with because it was just super, super awkward. And that this happened, it was just weird. It was just awkward. That's like the 10th time I've said that. But yeah, it was just weird. Um, so um, next to my house, it's maybe like a mile away from my house. There's this like big building, and like outside of this big building is a really, really, really big field, and it's really, really good for flying airplanes. And so, not real airplanes, but like remote control airplanes, like radio controlled airplanes or whatever you want to call it. And so, um, I got this really cool uh RC airplane for Christmas or something. Can't remember. My grandparents got it for me, and I was super excited to go fly it. So we went over there. We were gonna fly it, and then we ran into this guy that was also flying one of his remote controlled airplanes. So he we met him. He was a really cool guy. He was flying this really, really cool airplane. It was, I don't know what it was called. It was just some really cool airplane. I think the name started with a T. But so he was flying his airplane, and then we went over. We were talking to him. He was like, "Oh, that's a cool airplane. Yeah, yeah, yeah." And we were just talking like that. And so I got out my airplane and showed it to him, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then he tried to fly it. It didn't. It I guess it didn't have enough power to lift off. But that's not the awkward part. The awkward part is I'm just gonna get right into the awkward part. So he asked me, "Oh, do you wanna try flying my airplane?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I keep in mind during this time I was like 10 and I kind of sucked at flying airplanes. So I he asked me if I wanted to fly his airplane, and of course I said yeah, because I was a little 10-year-old child who was interested in everything that he saw. Um, so I immediately jumped at the offer to fly his airplane. So he gave me the controller, and I was not ready for this. I had never flown an airplane like as advanced as this. Probably the most advanced airplane that I've ever flown at this time was probably like one of those cheap little Air Hogs ones that are like $10, and they're just really, really bad. But so he asked me if I wanted to fly it. So of course, being a 10-year-old kid, I took the controller and I was like, yeah, 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 sure. And he was like teaching me all the controls and stuff, and I was like making sure I knew all of them. And then when he told me that I could roll along the runway and then start flying, I was like, oh, sweet. So I hit the throttle, and then I started going, but I didn't. I thought that by hitting the throttle it would just go straight forward, which it did. But the trim was off, so it kind of turned to the side and then ran into the sidewalk. So I crashed his remote control plane, and he and the second I crashed the plane, he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're done. No, no more of this." And then he took his airplane away, and his the controller away, and then he started like packing his stuff up. And then when my dad was like, "No, we want to see you flying it," the guy was like, "Yeah, sorry, last battery." So he was just making up excuses, and it was really funny. And yeah, that's basically it. It was just really awkward after that point. Of course, I was a little bit embarrassed as like a little kid because I kind of crashed his remote control airplane, and those things are really expensive. If you go on Amazon, look up remote control airplane, you'll see one for like $200 or something. They're super, super expensive. And this guy's airplane was really, really nice. It was like really, really nice airplane. It went really fast, and I actually did. Sorry for that big bang, but I actually did end up going back there and seeing him again, and he let me fly it again, but he didn't let me take it off. So thank God I didn't, because I probably would have crashed it again. But he let me take it off, and so I was kind of just like gliding um, in the air with his remote control airplane. It was really, really funny. He taught me how to work the rudders and stuff. So he was just being a really nice guy with by helping me out with this. But I'm just gonna. That's basically it. It was just really awkward. Looking back on it, it's even more awkward because I totally crashed that guy's airplane. And yeah, that's basically it. It was just the whole thing, total disaster. But yeah, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe because that helps me out so, so much. If you subscribe, it builds up my self esteem with this YouTube thing, and it just makes me happy when I see another subscriber because I'm growing my channel, and it's super exciting whenever I see that. So leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, Peace. Wait. Before you go, I just wanted to shout out my brother's channel because he just started a new channel, and it's Blake Norrbom, spelled Blake space Norrbom. So go subscribe to him. He does vlogs almost daily, and I help out with the videos. And you guys also will be able to see my face in them if you're wondering what I look like. But yeah, now for real, peace.